Hi there, I've just called this particular video The Character of God, and it's more than just like a theoretical talk on the character of God, but it's how he interacts with us that I've noticed over the quite a few years that I've been a Christian and in the church. So, and what I've noticed is that the church can be completely wrong about things, but the Lord will be with them. Why is this so, you might say? It's because he is responsible and faithful to the very end. Perfectly, if you'd like to call it that. Anyone that has believed in Jesus has their salvation as an underlying basis in their lives. God will be true and faithful no matter what we do. We may say, isn't the teaching great? Aren't the people wonderful? Isn't the presence of God here powerful? The fact is that God works with people even if their lives are off the tracks. In this time of grace, anyone who has simply believed is in God's favour. He knows, God knows all about our faults and our weaknesses in the world, in the fallen world that we're in. And but he has chosen not to look at those weaknesses, but to come alongside us purely because of us? No. Of our good works? No. But purely because of the work of Jesus substituting himself for our punishment as a result of our law breaking. So God's not really looking at us as such. He's seeing us as being under Jesus's authority. That's a funny way to put it, but that's what the Father part of God is looking at. He's given everything over to Jesus, and so he doesn't intervene in our daily lives like he did in the Old Testament, because Jesus has come now and is our substitute sin offering. Then he sees everything in the light of Jesus. He judges everything by whether you're doing it in Jesus or not doing it in Jesus, because he only sees really what the Jesus part of him is doing. He's absolutely satisfied completely with his son Jesus as far as mankind goes. All right, let's move on. If God is in your life in a big way, it's not due to anything you have done or have not done. It's because of his great love and grace. God will just keep on giving to us. That's his nature, because he loves us. It is our responsibility to keep our lives in step with him. That's important. That's an important bit of advice for anyone, really. A life in step with God. If there's things out of whack, then it's just because you're trying to work it out yourself. You're not going to God with your problems and letting him deal with you. If we are sick and not willing to take medicine or to make changes in our lifestyle to rectify things, then he may allow us to go through the hardship without providing a quick fix of healing. If we have done all that we can do, then he may give a miracle of healing. God does heal, and he uses doctors to heal as well. In fact, if you pray over a sickness, you may have the healing. You might have the healing, in inverted commas, but it may actually take shape. The healing may come in the medium to long term. He just said, you shall lay hands on the sick and they shall recover. Now, it can range anything from the miraculous, on the spot, whoomp, you're completely healed. It may be months into the future, it may be years into the future. But that's all in the hands of God, you see. We can't heal people ourselves in that way, and left to our own devices, relying on doctors, for a lot of the time that the healing just doesn't come. There's just too many factors in there that the doctors can't diagnose. So in the end, we're left with God healing our lives and our bodies and our minds. Thank you.